Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a get ready with me, showing you all of my favorite makeup products of the year 2019. I honestly can't believe that I'm already filming this video because we are heading straight to 2020. It just went by so quickly this year. But yeah, if you want to see all of the videos, not all of the videos, all of the products of the year 2019 that I love the most, that I used the most, then stay tuned. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and now let's head into the video. Favorite primer of the year has to be my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and my shade is One Fair. This is the lightest shade of the whole Hollywood Flawless Filter range. So you can see I am extremely pale, so most of the time I have to wear the lightest shades. But what I just love about this primer is just how glowy and just healthy looking it will make your skin. So when you wear it underneath makeup, everything will just again look more glowy, more dewy, but not greasy or oily at all. But also I love that even when you don't want to wear makeup, you can just wear this one and your skin will look so, again, just very healthy. And that's just what I love about this primer. Makeup sits beautifully over the top and it's just a beautiful product. Favorite foundation of 2019 definitely has to be my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation. This one is in the shade Too Fair, so it's the second to lightest shade of them all. And what I love about this foundation is just how healthy it looks and just how skin-like it looks. You can definitely sheer it out to have it like a light coverage, but you can also definitely apply a little bit more and then you will definitely get like a medium to full coverage, but it will never look greasy, or not just greasy, but it will never look like a mask. And it's also not a foundation that will make your skin look dry or that will emphasize dry spots. So that's why it's perfect for my skin, because I definitely have some dry patches on my skin, and again it never emphasizes those. And it's just a foundation you can easily apply with your fingers, but also with a beauty blender or with a with a brush. So you can just apply it however you want. I personally prefer to use it with, like at the moment, with a beauty blender or my fingers. I think you can already tell how much I love Charlotte Tilbury. So also favorite concealer of 2019 is by Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the Magic Away Concealer. This one is the lightest shade of all of them. This is the shade One Fair. So the concealer comes with a little sponge on the top, and what you do is that you just twist on the bottom to get out a little bit more product, but do not twist too much, otherwise you will get way too much product out of there. So this is how it looks on the front. This is the sponge, and I just love to apply it on my under eyes and just also my eyelids. And what I like about this one is it doesn't crease. Also with the powder that I will use, it will just look very natural. I think that's something that I love about Charlotte Tilbury products, that they look so natural. But also my under eyes tend to get very dark, and this one manages to cover those dark circles without looking, again, like a mask, or as if I have too much product on. And also, again, my skin tends to get very dry, especially the under eye areas. And also this one, it doesn't emphasize those dark areas, or not dark areas, the dry areas. While the concealer sets on my face, I want to go ahead and show you my favorite bronzers. So I do have a favorite cream product and a favorite powder product. So my favorite cream bronzer of the year is by Milk Makeup. This one is in the shade Baked, and my favorite application method at the moment is just to take a little contour brush. This one is by Real Techniques. I'll just swirl it around in there, and then I'll just apply it with the brush on my face, because when I do that and not just go ahead and apply it straight from the bullet in here, it's just easier to decide on how dark I want to have my bronzer, because I can just go in very light-handed or just apply a little bit more. And what I like about this one is also that it never looks like unnatural. And also I personally think the shade Baked is a very beautiful shade. And my favorite powder bronzer is by Lila B, and it's the Bronze Beauty in the shade Be Sunkissed. So first, the packaging, this little stone It looks absolutely beautiful, looks very luxurious in my opinion. So you just twist open the cap, then you do have 2 different shades in here. And what I like to do about this one or with this one is just take a bronzer brush, swirl it around in there, and then just apply it on your face. But what I also love about this particular product is that it has 2 different shades, so the lighter one and the darker one. So it's also perfect to just use on your eyes. It's just very, very beautiful. So you can just apply this one all over your lid and then just darken up the outer V with this darker shade. So I just love these multi-purpose products, and also the shade about this one is just absolutely beautiful, stays on your face, never looks like blotchy, I think. So yeah, I love this one. But today I will use the Milk Makeup. I also have 2 favorite blushes of the year. So again, a cream product and a powder product. So my favorite cream blush of the year, and you can see it's almost empty, it's by Glossier, and this one is the Cloud Paint in the shade Puff. I just love this rose tint it gives. It looks super like as if you just woke up or just came back from the gym. It just looks, again, so natural. You can also just apply it a little bit heavier. You can also just apply it very, very light-handed, so however you want to apply it. I personally just love to apply it with my fingers. I think especially when I used cream products only on my face so far, it just blends in beautifully, and it never looks like, oh my god, she's wearing a lot of blush, because this is just a beautiful, beautiful shade that looks very, very healthy, just very natural. Again, I love natural looking makeup. And my favorite powder is by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Chic to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in the shade Love Glow. So this is how the shade looks. And what I like about this one is there are those 2 shades in here. So in the end, you can decide on how you want to apply your blush. So she just suggests to take a brush, swish it out of there in the outer ring, apply that, then go in with the middle shade, which is a matte one. This one, or the outer shade, has a little bit of a shimmer, but it's not glittery. It just looks very healthy. And then you just take the middle shade and just pop it on the apples of your cheeks to make everything just tie in perfectly. But I also really, really like to use the outer shade on my eyes, or just like on my brow bone, because when I am out in the summer and just tend to tan a little bit or have that like sun-kissed look, I also get a little bit red, but a healthy red, like not a burnt red, on like my brow bones and the bridge of my nose. So I just love this shade, and it's just perfect for my skin tone, which again is very, very pale. But you saw that today I just used the Cloud Paint. Favorite highlighter of the year has to be this one over here by Lila B, and this is the Glisten and Glow Skin Illuminator in the shade Be Enchanting, and this is actually the lightest shade. So there are 2 different shades of the Glisten and Glow Skin Illuminators. So this is a cream product, and I just love to apply it with my beauty blender. So just swish my beauty blender in there and then just dab it on my skin. And this one, it doesn't look glittery on your skin, it just looks like a beautiful natural sheen on your skin. Again, I think natural is the word of the year for me for my makeup 2019. I just really, really like how this looks on the skin. It doesn't look like, it doesn't look greasy or something. It's just a beautiful, beautiful product. Also awesome to just apply it on the inner corners of your eyes, or just to apply it all over your eyelids, because then it just all looks a little bit more tied in, but also your eyes will look a lot more awake with this product. So yeah, this is definitely the highlighter of 2019. Favorite powder of 2019 has to be my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. So this is for face and under eye, and mine is in the shade 2, which is a fair to medium, and this is a loose powder. So it just comes in this little tub over here, and it just has this little like sifter, this little net on the top, so you just twist the top and then there is the powder. I personally just love to put a little bit of it into the cap and then just swirl my brush in there, but it's also beautiful to use just with a beauty blender, so just to dab that one into the powder, then just dab it onto the under eye area or just wherever you applied some concealer. And again, it's also perfect just to use all over your face. I just really love that this powder never emphasizes dry spots, just looks extremely airbrush. It's such a fine powder, it's almost not detectable on your skin. I also have a favorite face mist, so this one is also by Lila B, which by the way is Natural Cosmetics, which I really like. So this one is the Glow Face Mist, and it's just to set, refresh and hydrate your face. So you can definitely use this one to also prime your face, so before you apply any makeup you can just use this one if you don't want to wear any makeup at all, just to have your skin a little bit more glowy. But also what I like to do is whenever I applied like all of my face products except for my eyeshadow, I just love to go in with this one, apply it all over my face just to have everything just like melt in with each other, because this one also just makes everything look a little bit even more glowy without again like making your skin look greasy. Okay, this is how my skin looks so far. I just love how glowy it looks, but it feels really good. Again, it doesn't feel sticky, it just feels super hydrated. Eyeshadow palette of 2019, definitely my Dreamgasm palette by Charlotte Tilbury. So this is how all of these shades look. I just love these. I love that you can definitely also wear them all on your own or on its own, so you do not have to wear them all, like all of the 4 shades at the same time. So if you just want to have your eyes a little bit brighter, then you can definitely just go ahead with the prime shade. If you just want to deepen out the outer V, then also just apply the enhanced shade. And so these 2 shades on the top are definitely my most used shades, and I just love that it never looks like you're wearing a lot of eyeshadow. It just makes everything look a lot brighter and just your eyes will like look a lot more awake. And again, my favorite way to apply this is just to go in with the enhanced shade first. I just love to either just apply it with my finger or just apply it with a little brush, so all over my eyelid, and then I'll just go ahead with the enhanced shade and I'll just like to deepen out the outer V just a little bit, so I do not go in too much. And again, just that's already it for my eyeshadow look. I just love the 2 shades on the top. Favorite eyeliner is by Hank & Henry, and it's the Slick With It eyeliner. This one is in the shade Blickety Black. I just love how black it is, but I also really like how fine the tip of it is, so it's just extremely easy to apply a little line on my lash line. I personally just love to again just deepen or darken my lash line just to make my mascara pop even more. So I personally never really just do a wing or something fancy, because I just can't do that. I'm not that talented with that, so I just again go in and apply a little line. I do have 3 favorite brow products, but these are very different products. So this is a tinted gel and this is a combo I like to use with a pencil. So let's first talk about the gel. So this is by Glossier. It's the also famous just boy brow. So this one is in the shade Blonde, and you will all know this product. So it has this little tinted brush on the front, and I just love to just apply it through my brows, and it just makes them look a lot more fuller, but also just sets them in place. And I like to use this one also on just days that I don't want to like take too much time or don't have too much time to do my brows. But when I feel a little bit more that I do want to invest a little bit more brows or time to my brows, I think you all know what I mean, then I'll use these 2 products over here. So this one is called the Brow Lift, and it's the shade Rita by Charlotte Tilbury. So on one side you have a little spoolie, on the other side you have the pencil. So you will just go through your brows and you'll just like mimic some brush strokes, and I really like this shade. It's just perfect for my brows. And then to just set that in place, I will use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And again, this one just sets them in place. It makes them stay in place. It's just like glue for your eyebrows, but it will not like make them look like unnatural or crispy. It's just a very good glue. No glue, gel. Favorite mascara of the year has to be my Superhero Mascara by IT Cosmetics. I just love how long it makes my lashes, but also how separate they will be, so it never looks like clumpy or something. It's just the all-time, the very best mascara. I think this is my second or even third mascara, like a superhero mascara of the year. And I even have one in backup, and also have a little travel size that I always like to bring with me again when I'm traveling. So I never want to miss this mascara, and I just love that it never flakes. It stays in place, and this is not a waterproof mascara, but my eyes, when there's a little bit of wind, when I'm tired, they just tend to water and I will look as if I'm crying. But this one, again, it never smudges. It will just stay in place and always look very beautiful. Last step, my lips. So I do have a few favorites over here, but again, these are all different textures. So my favorite tinted balm almost is by Sephora, and this is the Melting Lip Click in the shade Caramel, so 01 Caramel. So you just click over here, then the balm comes out over here in the front, and I just really love the color of this product. Then also a favorite lip gloss, it's by Pure, and this one is in the shade Squat. I just love the color. I just love how glossy your lips will look with this one, but they will not like stick together with this. It just looks, they look very plump, and I just really love this product. So this is how the gel looks, so you can see how light reflecting it is. But then also let me quickly swatch the Sephora Melting Lip Click. So this is it. So it's very balmy, very hydrating. And then two other products. So if I want to have a little bit more of a glossy, very hydrating lipstick, then I'll use my Charlotte Tilbury Superstar Lips in the shade Sexy Lips. And this is how it looks. So it's more of a lipstick. Again, the Sephora one is more, in my opinion, of a hydrating lip balm. And if I want something matte, then I will just use a Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk shade. So you see at the end, these are all like in the same like color family. So this is the matte one, this is a Superstar matte one, and Pillow Talk again. This is Superstar Lips in Sexy Lips. I have the Sephora Collection Caramel Melting Lip Click, and then the Pure Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Squat. And for the day, I personally think that I want to have something a little bit more hydrating on my lips, so I really want to use the Sephora Collection Melting Lip Click lip balm, in my opinion, again. But yeah, I really like all of these shades. That's it for my get ready with me, showing you all of my favorite makeup products of the year 2019. I honestly can't believe that 2019 is over, that we're almost in 2020 now. The year went by so quickly. But let me know, please, down below in the comments, what was your one favorite makeup product of the year 2019. I really want to hear what you love this year. I really want to try out your favorites and just maybe also film a video on your favorites. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, comment down below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next video. Bye!